How's it going, guys? Eli here, and today I've got an awesome package from the guys at Ant Australia, so let's get into it. So as you can see, it's quite a large package, and I'm super excited to find out what's inside. Okay, so first of all, I'll take everything out of the box, and while doing so, I find a differently wrapped package that has Dangerous Ant written on the front. I guess we should save this bad boy for last. First of all, I see an outworld, so I guess it only makes sense to unwrap it, right? As you can see, these outworlds by Ant Australia are always really well made, and the clarity of the acrylic blows me away every time. The next item is a blue white-hung ant nest, and these nests actually have an increased depth to them, providing more space for larger species, like Camponotus concebrinus or Myrmecia, for example. I personally really like the blue that the nest was coloured in. I feel like it's a really nice colour that stands out, but not too over the top, if you know what I mean. It's an angle that really shows its increased depth compared to their standard range. The next nest within the package looks just like a regular size 1 acrylic nest. However, from a side-on perspective, it looks a whole lot chunkier. This is because the nest is a prototype for a longer lasting hydration system. The 2 extra layers on the nest allow for water to be stored at the bottom of it, in this small water chamber which is slowly released to the rest of the nest via this sponge. I plan on moving this colony of Myrmecia bignelli into the nest, once they have a reasonable amount of workers. The cool thing about this colony is that there are actually 2 queens present within the nest, which isn't very common behaviour for Myrmecia bignelli. However, so far all things look good for them. Once again, we have another one of the nests with an increased chamber depth, although this time it's in their green colour, which I'm also a fan of. And finally, we have the incredible Dangerous Ant package. This one I made sure to keep upright, and I was as careful as possible with it. I slowly peel back the foam wrap, and I'm greeted with a massive Myrmecia pyriformis queen. As you can see, she has 3 larvae and 3 cocoons, however one didn't look so good. I was seriously so amazed by this queen, as you can probably tell, and here I'm comparing the size of her to my finger. Pretty crazy, right? Now, considering that this queen is a semi-claustral species, it only makes sense that we create her an outworld, so that she can forage for food to feed her ever-growing larvae. Now, if you remember, we got an outworld in the parcel, so I reckon that'd be perfect for a new foraging area. So the first thing I did was obviously take off the protective layer, and then I simply added some red sand. However, I didn't have any left, so I had to go to the desert of Down Under and borrow some from their habitat. I'm sure they won't mind. there we have it, her outworld is complete. I even kept in a couple of rocks from the sand that I collected. Now it's time to connect her nest to the outworld, which is easier said than done. Now that the tubing is in place, we can all relax, knowing that the Queen is safe and sound. I also put a pre-killed fly and some honey into her outworld as a housewarming gift. So there we have it. I can't thank the guys at Ancestralia enough for this queen. If you like the look of these nests or outworlds in this video, be sure to check the description as to where you can find them. And before we go, I'd like to ask you guys for a favour. As I said in one of my recent videos, I'll be starting some podcast-like content. However, rather than making a new channel dedicated to the content, why not just upload it to a playlist on this channel? So with that being said, I would really appreciate it if you guys could comment below some questions, whether it be about me personally, or about my ants, or anything you want to know really. I'll include as many questions as possible in the first Q&A style podcast, although I'll leave out any inappropriate questions as we need to keep it as family friendly as possible. Thanks so much for watching guys, and one more quick message is that my colony of meat ants who inhabit the desert of Down Under have exploded in population, so there should be a video on these guys fairly soon. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, this has been Eli from Ant Invasion, and as always, Ant Invasion out.